when you're a different race, doing a dance from a different culture, the eyes are going to be looking at you harder. Hey guys, welcome back to Kicking It with Kate. Today's video is going to be a bit of a mix of a discussion about Afro dance, about people of other races doing it, about just the saturation of it, and also I filmed quite a short dance for TikTok that I'm going to put in this video as well, so there will be a short dance in here as well. But basically, I've had a few conversations in this lockdown that have got me thinking a lot more deeply into this topic. Not that I've not thought about this topic before, because I definitely have. I did a Instagram live as part of my series Mind Your Business Woman with Olu Alatis, and I don't know if you guys saw it. If you didn't see it, there's a shortened highlight version on my IGTV, so go and check it out. But Olu is a dancer, she's a close friend of mine, and in the UK she is a really prominent figure in the Afro dance scene, and we've danced together for a long time. In all honesty, she's the person that introduced me to Afrobeats music, Afro dance styles, and during our conversation, something occurred to me. So we were just discussing what things were like when I first started learning, and also she did, because we kind of were learning at the same time. So we were part of a street dance group, and we started that she ran, and she started bringing in Afro beats and Afro dance styles into the group. So I just naturally started learning it the same way the rest of the group were learning it. And what we were saying was that back then, it was 2013. Now, I can only speak for the UK and the scene in the UK, but there was no issue, problem, or ever a vibe of cultural appropriation when people of different races were doing Afro dance styles then. And it was never a thing. But my opinion from our conversation and from reflecting is that back then there was no social media. Well, there was Facebook, but it wasn't like that. Instagram was around, but people weren't really using Instagram in the way they're using Instagram now. And obviously TikTok was not around. And so if you were somebody who knew any Afro dance styles, it was because you had physically trained in it and taken class with people who knew what they were doing, who knew what they were talking about, who were A, teaching you the moves properly, and B, sort of giving you the background and the context and the information that comes around that move with it as they're teaching you, because they're teaching you in real life. And I think when any genre goes into a more mainstream lane, things get saturated. The music can get watered down, the dances can get watered down. It happened with street dance. I remember at one point there was a huge thing because street dance all of a sudden became popular, and dance schools that usually taught tap modern ballet now decided they were going to start teaching street dance with no training and just teaching choreography to music, hip-hop music. And a lot of the street dance community were kicking off at what they were labelling their classes, because it wasn't street dance. Just even the labelling of styles, the labelling of moves, there was a lot of uproar at that time. And I feel like the same is kind of happening where Afrobeats music has blown so much. And let's be honest, Afrobeats music is so good. It's such a vibe. Of course people are going to love it. And African dance styles, Afro dance styles, are insane to watch. They feel amazing to do. So it's no wonder people are jumping on it. But I think what the difference is now is people are learning these moves from TikTok, or they're watching an Instagram video on like a platform like Chuck Daily, or you know, one of these kinds of platforms that they follow, like dance pages, and they're just in their lounge at home trying to copy. And sometimes, you know, they're copying the video from someone who's not even doing it very well themselves. When you learn from a TikTok or an Instagram, you miss so much. You miss that one-to-one. You miss the feedback from the teacher. You miss the knowledge and the context of the dance moves. It's not training, it's just copying. And there's a big difference. It's a social dance form. And I guess the new social is the internet and social media. But because of that, when you catch on to a vibe, or you see a dance, you think that looks good, I want to try that, or you hear a genre of music that you think, oh, what's this? Rather than it being an exchange in person with somebody who knows all about it, you miss chunks of information via the internet, because all you're looking at is a 15-second maximum minute clip, and there's no dialogue or anything involved. So I think social dances are spreading like wildfire, which is great on social media, but because it's on social media, you miss that crucial information in the exchange when it happens in person. And I think obviously when you're a different race doing a dance from a different culture, the eyes are going to be looking at you harder to see, do you know what you're doing? Because likely that you haven't been ingrained in that culture, understand that culture, and physically they can see, you know, you're likely, obviously there's exceptions, but you're likely not to have been embedded in that culture. Now that's not to say there's going to be people who are black, who people may assume, let's say, are African. They might not even be African, and you also don't know how much they're involved in their culture or not. But on a surface level, you don't know that. So, having said that, I'm rambling, I'm sorry. But I was trying to think, what can I do to improve, educate, or help this social media, this new transitioning genre in life and dance and everything? Thought these challenges go around, and obviously because of the hashtags, because people love them, you know, they do get watched, they do get shared. And they are fun. So how can I, in those short bite-sized clips, spread some more knowledge than what is going around normally? So what I'm going to start doing is, where I can, put the names and the flag of the country that the moves are from, in the hope that people will at least start to learn the names, start to see the different countries they're from. And I think if you've got the name of a move, it is a lot easier to do your research and dig deeper. I am also starting to research more myself. I feel like I was very involved in the scene and in dance in general before Nia, and having Nia I've kind of fallen off, and new dance moves come all the time. So Olu had sent me a document which she started to build of different Afro dance names, where they come from, and a bit of information for them, and I'm just going to keep adding to that document. These are just my thoughts, and I've watched quite a few lives recently discussing lots of different things. And again, I'm talking about Olu so much in this video. So her Instagram is Miss Lulu Creates. She's been doing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock an Afro Talks live, where she's been discussing sort of different topics with different Afro dancers in the scene, which has been so insightful, and it's just so nice for everyone to be able to hear those kinds of conversations. So go and check it out. She's uploaded all the lives onto YouTube, so you can backtrack and catch up. I'm gonna these are just people that I know, that I've trained with, that I think are good in the UK. I'm going to put their Instagram handles in the description so that you can go and check them out. And these are people that I know and trust when it comes to their knowledge, and they often share their knowledge with me. So I'm going to put their Instagram handles in the description below. I'm going to keep trying to brainstorm. Ultimately, I'm a teacher, so I need to think of creative ways or try and spread more knowledge in this where I can. Having said that, here's my TikTok video. Watch, enjoy. You can see the names of the dances, and yeah, you can use that information to go and dig further and research more.
Fine face like Genevieve. Anything you want, I go be. I be right here, I don't leave. All my love, girl, me. She give me African waist like Tiwa. She won't give me that work like Rihanna. Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the dance. I have been hammering content recently. I feel like I've been on top of things so much when it comes to creating content. So if you don't already, go and follow me on TikTok, Kicking It With Kates. Follow me on Instagram, Kicking It With Kates. And I will see you very soon for another video. Bye.